Good job. Are you so excited? Logan just woke up. Like, I just woke him up to show him because I didn't want to miss his face. Roblox, yeah boy. What's it feel like to be 6 years old?
Great.
Hey guys, it's Melanie. I am back with another DIY. This one's a birthday party DIY. I have a whole list of birthday party DIYs. I'll link them below. Stay subscribed. You guys know the drill. Anyway, my baby boy turned 6 years old, which is insane to me. He asked me for a Roblox birthday party. I quickly realized that they're a little hard to come by, Roblox birthday party things. So I decided to make my own. Really super easy peasy simple, I promise, inexpensive. And I wanted to show you guys what I came up with and how I did it. I also want to say that I started with a base of like black, white, red, a little bit of yellow, like to go with the theme of like their logo colors, which, you know, was really simple. And then I built on that. So you can get like a red table cover or something. So anyway, let me show you guys what I did and how I did it. The first thing is his name. So I found a free font online. It's not like perfect, but it's pretty similar. So I decided to download that font for free, and then I made a white picture, and then I would put one letter on that picture, and then I printed that picture full size, and then I made one for each letter of his name. I actually photoshopped the word Roblox, like their logo on the bottom. You totally don't have to do that. It's really simple to just go in to a fake word kind of a deal, like an online word or a real word if you have it, and just make, you know, like full size pages. These guys were just coloring pages online. You can put them, you know, print them full size. You can color them for an activity, or you can just put them anywhere on the wall. Really super easy. These guys, I just downloaded the logo and then I printed it to the size that I wanted to. That was just changing the printer settings. You don't necessarily have to Photoshop anything. And then I just cut them out. This is my 2-year-old trying to help, which can be a little frustrating and a little hard, a little bit of a struggle because, you know, she is 2. You don't want her to get hurt. So anyway, after that, I decided I wanted to glue these squares onto cardstock because it gives it more dimension and it gives it more stability if you're going to hang it or anything like that. So you could measure out the cardstock, or you can just glue your paper on the cardstock and cut around it, which is my preference because it is a lot faster. So I would just line it up to the edge about how much I wanted it to show on each side, and then after it dries you can just cut it off. And it just kind of like get a feel for it, I guess, and wherever you think. I just kind of eyeball it. I don't measure it. You can totally measure it if you want to. I just like to save time and eyeball it because, you know, it works. If you can always draw a straight line before you cut if you don't have one of these guys. And then this is me showing you a hole punch, because if you're going to hang it on a banner, you're going to add 2 holes, not just one, so that you make sure it hangs straight. I tape mine up so I didn't worry about that. Anyway, this guy is made from a protein bar box. Really super simple. Sometimes I will cover like formula containers or oatmeal containers, but I wanted it to be a square to kind of go with the Roblox like block theme. And I just took some, what is this stuff called, Melanie? Cardstock. And then I just cut it down to whatever size I wanted, and it kind of ended up being taller. It worked really, really perfectly. So that way I can just make this little box for these guys to go in, because I like to make these for like any party, like to just have like a centerpiece, if that makes sense, like a table topper. I used straws. I've used like all kinds of stuff like skewers and stuff in the past, but I had straws. I used yellow instead of red because I wanted to have like that hint of yellow in there, because some Roblox parties seem to have like yellow. I've only seen like a couple Roblox parties, to be honest, but you get the point. I wanted to use some yellow. Then you could stick them in there. So in order to get them to stay in there, you need to have something down inside so you can like stick this straws like around it and keep it there. So I just stuffed it with paper, and then you can always stick like tissue, like a nice colored tissue paper on top. You can tape it in place, whatever you want to do. Really super simple, nothing too insanely crazy. But that's what I did. I think it turned out really well, really super simple. It was all like paper stuff. All I had to do was print stuff out, cut some stuff out, glue, tape, whatever. I ended up cutting out a 6 and an L, a couple L's actually for this. I think it worked out really well. I just free-handed it and taped it on. It would look better if I hot glued it, but I was running out of time, so I just taped it. But I think it turned out really good with, I liked the personalization of it. But yeah, and I just taped these guys right to the wall. I thought about making a banner out of them, but I figured I would just tape them to the wall because it's my house. So if the paint comes off, it's my fault, right? But I really like the way that these turned out. For the logo, that part up top, I printed it out separately, like each letter of the logo, which I photoshopped. But I mean, again, you don't have to Photoshop to do any of this stuff. You can totally just download stuff, print it off. It's all about printer settings. You don't necessarily have to Photoshop. Just set it to the right setting.
This is my birthday party.
Logan, good morning. You fall back asleep. Say, I'm 6 years old. Yeah, boy. Great. Is it exciting?
Yes.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
You're still half asleep, aren't you? I love you.